Hello, this is Sean Conley from Epic Games, and today I want to go over how to run some blueprint logic at render time using Movie Render Queue and custom events. So here I just have this little scene. I got a blue sphere and a red sphere. I made myself a little editor utility actor here with some logic in it. If you go in here, I've got a custom event, and then I'm sweeping through the scene, and I'm going to grab all the actors with a tag red and change the material on it. This one right here. I added a red to it, right? So if we were to go here and we were to click this button for material, it changes up to red. Nothing too complicated. So to run this from a command line, what you can do is type KE. KE stands for Kismet Event. And then star is whatever you want to run it on. In this case, I want to run it on the whole level. And then I type red material, which is the name of the custom event, and boom, it runs, right? So let's pull this up here. You can see it. So let's put blue back on. Let's run this. And you can see it fire right there. You can also run this from the level blueprint as well. So let's make a custom event here. Let's do LBP for level blueprint, red material. Let's copy this over. There you go. The thing that you have to do to run it in editor and in the command line is you have to make sure call in editor is enabled. And when you're calling it from the level blueprint, it's CE. I don't know why, but just is. I don't think you need to start because it's going to run the whole level. LBP, red, material, and yeah, there we go. It turned it red. We didn't see it. We need to see it. All right, so let's run it again. Yay. All right. So yeah, KE if it's a blueprint actor or a editor utility actor, and then CE if it's up in the level blueprints. We just have to make it hard and confusing, of course. Okay, so I said, hey, we're going to do this at render time. Why am I doing this all in editor? Let's go over to Movie Render Queue. Let's move this out of the way here. Let's load in. I just have a level sequence with that camera. Now in here, if you go in Movie Render Queue and you add console variables, you'll see start console command. So let's do KE star red material. And when we hit accept, assuming I spelled that right, you'll see that the sphere is red at render time, but not in the level. So it's a way to, kind of do things without necessarily changing your editor, only at render time, which can be super handy. Now let's do a graph example instead. Graph over here. And start and console commands. So same thing. You just do add a start command. Move this over. Star red material. And let's render this. And red. Pretty soon, if you're from the future, I'm in like a branch of 5.6 right now. I asked Chad and Ryan to expose this here where we have console variables. So, like if you've got 20 different jobs, you don't have to embed it straight into the graph. You can just call it here, which is super handy and will save you from having to make multiple graphs. Hopefully that'll be there in 5.7, but for now, you've got to put it in a graph here. Yeah, so hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully that's handy, and see you later. Bye.